Welcome to Moose on the Loose. My name's David. On this episode, we're going to be breaking down the update to what's happened with Scott Moe and Saskatchewan, them refusing to collect the carbon tax in the future here.
You're threatening to withhold collecting and then sending the carbon tax to Ottawa.
This is about fairness for all Canadian families.
So Justin Trudeau doesn't like this. He doesn't like it when he's not the boss, he's not in charge. He doesn't like being pushed back on his crappy policies. And that's exactly what's happened here. So if you're not familiar, Scott Moe, the Premier of Saskatchewan, said they're going to refuse to collect the carbon tax in 2024 because it's unjust, it's unfair, which it is. And so they put in a motion at the end of the year, which would essentially switch all the responsibility and blame on who could be affected if the Trudeau government decides to impose fines or even sending someone to jail, which they have stated they potentially will do. So they changed the kind of the rules with Sask Energy. See, Saskatchewan has a different system than the rest of, or like a lot of the provinces. Like, it's different than, say, Alberta. Majority or all of it is public sector. The responsibility now falls on Dustin Duncan, who's the minister responsible for Sask Energy. So if Trudeau and his cronies want to flex their authoritarian might, it'll come down on this guy. Like, he could go to jail for doing this. But he says he's willing to bear that burden, and Scott Moe, the Premier, said, you know, enough's enough. They don't want their people to be suffering from this.
Is it not only the wrong policy, but it's certainly being applied unfairly to Saskatchewan families.
They've stated they'll be saving around $400 per year by not collecting this carbon tax for their people, and that's why they're doing this. Of course, the Trudeau government pushes back and says, oh, the rebates. We all know that most people don't get back more than they're spending, and then the carbon tax alone is jacking the price of food and gas and everything. So obviously the carbon tax is devastating our country right now. So what we're basically waiting on now is, it is January, but the carbon tax has been paid in December for January, which means if they stop collecting it this year now, they won't know what happens with the government until mid to late February. So that's kind of, it's like two bulls staring at each other right now, wondering which one's going to blink first. That's the situation we're at. I'd be curious to see, because Justin Trudeau is a full-on narcissist, and he's not going to back down. He's in a bad spot now, because if he backs down, he looks weak to the country, and also, as a narcissist, he just can't do that. It's not his personality. But if he goes forward with, you know, putting this guy in jail or enforcing the carbon tax or whatever, he looks like an authoritarian thug. He's going to lose both ways. He really should have thought about this. They really made that exemption, the carve-out for Atlantic Canada. In the spur of a moment, they didn't think about it, and now there's serious repercussions. This is just going to further tarnish his reputation to the few liberal people that still think he's the greatest thing since sliced bread. So let me know what your thoughts are down below. What do you think is going to happen? Do you think this guy, Dustin Duncan, is going to be put in jail? Do you think they're going to be fined?
God bless Saskatchewan. God bless Canada. God save the King.
Share your thoughts. Be sure to subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.